Oh yeah, oh, Mama, no, so you're welcome to my YouTube channel, and once again we're going to do how to set your worship. So it's a very simple something that we're going to be doing today. So if you have not subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Just slap the subscribe button. So don't forget to slap the subscribe button. We're going to do a simple video on how to set your worship so that you can be able to set your worship and know how to tone your worship and make it tune. And there are 3 approaches or 4 approaches that we're going to do. Number 1, we're going to do the how to set your grand piano, which is normal, very basic. And number 2, how to put your split bars, the tune we use majorly, the bars we use when we play worship. And 3, how to dual and your keyboard and her, so that you have 3 voicing, 1 in a keyboard, and you can play. If there's no bassist, you can be the bassist. If there is no trumpeter or saxophonist, you can also be a saxophonist. It's just dependent on the situation at hand. So this is how to set your worship. So first of all, I'm going to off the keyboard. Then we're going to say, first of all, let's do it like this. So my keyboard is off. Now I enter the church and I want to on my keyboard, and I on my keyboard. Automatically what I'm having is I'll be having my grand piano. Lord, if I find favor in your sight, Lord, please hear my heart cry. I'm desperately ready. Be where you are. I've crossed the highland desert. I've traveled near and far for your glory. So this is just my own. So I want to set the keyboard. So what am I going to do as a beginner? First of all, I'm going to look for my function key. So the function key of my keyboard is located, the button is located at this edge. So I will press my function key. What I want to add first of all is my sustain, in case there is no sustain pedal, you're not using the sustain pedal. So what I want to add is my sustain. So this is what we do. You go to your M release, which is, you press your sustain, your function key. Now use your category button to be moving, and you'll be looking for your M release here. You're going. So this is what we have in our M release. In our M release, what you're going to do is to put it 111. So we are having 101. Automatically, our keyboard is already sustained. This without a sustain pedal. So now the next move we're going to make is to make a voice, to change the pitch of the voice. So what we're going to do is to use our M octave. The M octave is going to help us do that. So what we're going to do is we'll move and look for our M octave. Then this is the M octave. We put it on -1. So we already have a deeper voice. So that's how we do M octave and your M release for the sustain. So the next portfolio we're going to enter is our split. How we're going to split the sound. So first of all, the splitting of the sound, we're going to this our split button. We look for a split button, and you hold it for 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Automatically in the screen is going to show X voice. So if you've had your X voice in the screen, what you're going to do is you click. Sorry, before you continue, please, if you are with your keyboard, just follow me step by step so that you're going to get it. So your X voice, you pick you're going to choose your pick bars using your plus. You are moving gradually until you find your pick bars. This is your pick bars now. it won't reflect here, but once you click you just press it once. So now we have our split. So we already have our split. Now in our split voice, if you want to, there's something I'm going to show you again. We are having a split point. This split point, I want you to leave it at the half. The split point, I want you to leave it at the half. In this split point, so you move. The split point is almost at the beginning of. So this is your split point. You leave it at 66, which is almost the half of the keyboard. So that's all about the split. So when you want to do your dual, what you're going to do in your dual is very simple. Something you hold your dual for 2 or 3 seconds. It's going to show you dual voice. Now what you're going to put here is either you use your slow string or you use your one pad. Here in my keyboard, I'm going to use the slow string first. So this is slow string. You just press it to activate it. It's going to show here. If you have activated it, it's going to show here. Now this is my slow strings. This is my slow strings. Now, if you want to use your one part like me, my one part here, my slow string here is 73. Other keyboard is going to differ. If you want to use your one part, here is 600. So automatically I'm having my one part. You can see it in the screen. So this is my one part. So that's it. And you can darken the voice or not darken the voice. And if you want to darken the voice, you see something like your D octave, which is your D octave. You can put it -1 to darken the voice of the dual, or you use if you want to darken the voice of the split, you see your split, your X octave is in -1. That is what we majorly use on our X octave. So automatically now your keyboard is already set and good to play. So let me go back to my D octave and use my slow string. So let me use my slow string. So this is it. So now I want to play something. Jesus knows all about our troubles. There's no. So that's all on how to set your worship. So now let's move to praise. Automatically my keyboard is off. So praise, in this kind of jazz guitar, there are so many various voices that you can use. So what I use in my praise most of the time, if you want to be westerner, you want to sound more western, you can maybe use your grand piano or your E piano. That's the voice. But if I want to play in my church, I use my jazz guitar. First of all, your voicing, you just in here. My jazz guitar my jazz guitar is 44. So this is my jazz. So that's just my jazz guitar. The next one is to move to your split. Your split, as you've done that, you just hold your split for 2 seconds. It's going to appear. I use my solo sign for my bass, which is 5, 6, 5. Yeah, sorry, 5, 6, 5, 6, 8, 5, 6, 8. Now when I activate it, this is what I'm having. So the next one, we move to our dual voice. I want to use my trumpet. You just hold it for the next 2 seconds, bam, and it will show your D voice. Where you look for trumpet within this voice. Where is my trumpet? Where is my trumpet? 109, and I apply my 109, and I have my trumpet ready for me. And if all I just have to do, I just click my this, then that's it. That's all for the tutorial today. So God bless you. Keep in touch. God bless you. Once again, if you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe.